Then I was told that there was no limitation set to man's possibilities or powers in regard to his spiritual development, because limitations form no part of God's great plan of life. The law that like attracts like being universal, no limitations to spiritual development, to the soul's progression, can possibly exist, or this great law would be stultified. God cannot stultify or deny himself, nor does he set limitations. Man sets his own limitations, not God. In this manner I was to understand that the development of my powers was in my own hands. Ask and you shall receive is the law, and there can be no abatement of it. Man receives exactly what he asks for and, no more. Whatsoever a man soweth that shall he also reap, is part of the same law, and it knows neither change nor abridgment. My work being undertaken for the upliftment of mankind, naturally attracts to it the sympathy and active cooperation of fellow workers on the spiritual plane, and the more my efforts for the amelioration of those hard conditions which today environ human existence, increase, the more will my spiritual development proceed, and thus attract, as of necessity it must, the sympathy and cooperation of higher spirit influence exactly corresponding with my own expansion of spiritual power. Much more instruction and sage counsel were given to me, but those who have listened to the even, melodious flow of spirit language know how difficult it is to garner in memory's storehouse the abundant harvest of lingual fruit which celestial visitants bring with them from spirit land, and so much of it is, alas, lost. I am conscious that the greater part of what was said to me is lost in the profound depths of memory's oblivion, and, although I may never recover these lost pearls of speech, yet a faint reflection of them still remains, only to remind me of what I have lost. Farewell, brother. Were almost the last words I remember, and these took the form of a benediction, coupled with the promise that, as he had been one of my helpers in the past, so would he come back to me to help me in my work and give me that advice, counsel, and protection which it was his privilege to bestow.